Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman. I am coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, but we're going to go down to Livonia, Michigan, spend a little time with Michelle Carley. She's the CEO and founder of Big Easy Bookkeeping, and don't we all need that? Michelle, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Fine. Thank you for having me on, Chris. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what? We do a fair amount of storytelling here because other people who are maybe thinking about starting a business or in the throes of it and getting discouraged, etc., they need to hear these stories. They need to know the mistakes they make are the same mistakes that other people have made and not to feel too bad about them, etc. Now, can you share a little bit of your journey from your initial work in a factory to developing your own bookkeeping system?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I started out in a factory because I didn't go to college. So I was bottling windshield solvent, and then I went on to bottle muriatic acid. And I thought, this isn't the job for me. And so I asked if there was another job. And so I was able to go into the office, and that's where I started learning a little bookkeeping. And so I made it my way up to controller of two different companies. And I kind of hit a ceiling, so I went on to open my own bookkeeping service. You've probably heard that kind of thing happens to a lot of people. You feel you're in a crossroads and you take the other road. So, yeah, and then I found that a lot of people were struggling with their bookkeeping when I volunteered for the SBDCs, and that's when I came out with my first bookkeeping system. So.
Well, it's kind of interesting because people do, and in your case, most small businesses, of course, they can't afford to have a bookkeeper. They can't afford to have, someone on staff that's watching this stuff. So to bring in expertise, they don't realize that then you get to bring the knowledge of other people's mistakes, systems, etc. Kind of like bring best practices, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'd say people really struggle with like their cash flow, trying to figure out their profits, reconciling their checkbook, um, those kind of things. So they struggle, but it doesn't have to be that way. There's this do-it-yourself system that we've designed, that can help build their confidence in doing it themselves and saving them money, for not having to hire it out. And who's better to, categorize the transactions, but the people that spent the money, So that's kind of my thought there. So.
Yeah. So, Michelle, through your experience, what are some of the things you've seen companies financially struggle with?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing is the cash flow. If they don't if they don't have good records, they're not going to see exactly where they stand with their bank balance or with, trends like what month is better than another to make a big purchase. So they run into trouble with spending. And if they don't have enough money, what are they going to do? They're going to either create more sales or cut costs or get a loan. So, I mean, no one wants to be put in a bind. So, yeah, if they're keeping track of their records, it's a good thing. So.
Yeah. So with a lot of small business owners, I might throw myself into this mix. They lack formal accounting training, right? How does your software kind of simplify that bookkeeping process?
Well, there's no really accounting terms like debits or credits mentioned in here. So you don't need to be, an accountant or have accounting background to use this. Plus, we've simplified it so much that you're just really importing your transactions from your bank and categorizing. And then once you've reconciled, you've got good reports that you can trust. And our system actually catches errors. So, that's helpful as well.
Tell me a little bit about quickly your monthly Zoom guidance sessions and how do those interact and
Yeah,
such?
one of the problems people find, even if they have the best tool out there to use for accounting, is they procrastinate. And we've set up a monthly Zoom meetings so that the clients can come on, do their own bookkeeping while I'm there to help them go into a side chat if they need to figure out a little problem. But this keeps them organized and keeps them staying on track for tax time. So, yeah.
You're kind of in an era when collaboration, cost efficiencies, and all those things are most important to small businesses. How does your Google Sheets based system actually take care of that?
Well, you can collaborate with your associates, in real time if you want. You can share your sheet because it's Google, it's a Google add-on. So yeah, that's that's how it helps, because it's on Google, it's online. So
People keep people communicating, simplify all those things that every business wants in their business, right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely,
All
absolutely.
right. Well, Michelle Carley, CEO and founder of Big Easy Bookkeeping in Livonia. How do people get a hold of you?
Well, they can go to the website. It's bigeasy.com, Bigez, 5 letters.com. And they can get a free 14-day trial if they like. And we also have a free invoicing tool. They could try it out that way too. So
Super stuff. There you go. New
thank
hope for those small businesses. Michelle, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
thank you very much.
Been
Bye-bye.
watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.